Welcome to the Contemplative Meditation. Welcome. A space created just for you to relax, to reflect, to rest, to write, to listen, to be. A moment created just for you. For those of you who are going to use this moment to journal, I am going to find a card as we do. For those who want to know, these are the cards I use. Let me see here. Empowering questions. My ring light is trying to be the star. There you are. Empowering questions. I like to just randomly select one. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, and for those who just need a reminder, I am Reverend Melissa McQueen-Simmons, the virtual pastor and spiritual director for Holy Ground Spiritual Center. And I am honored to be here to hold space for you as you are intentional about this time to rest, to relax, to reflect, to listen, to write, to pause, and just to be in the middle of this very, very busy world. So here we are. Let's see what we will be writing about today. And also for those of you who aren't going to use this as a journaling prompt, this is something you can use when we get to that moment where I say, let's just embrace a moment of silence. This is the moment where you can reflect on the question. So here we are. The journaling prompt for today, or the question to meditate on, is who or what defines the contents of my life? Who or what defines the contents of my life? And I'm going to put it here so everyone can see it. The writing prompt for today is who or what defines the contents of my life? Who or what defines the contents of my life? So at this moment, as you prepare for being in sacred space with each other and yourself, it is also important to set the tone, set the mood, set the ambiance of the space. So at this moment, if you are going to light an incense, if you are going to light a candle, if you are going to bring in some essential oils, this is the time to do that. I've decided to light an incense for the day. Excuse me. Sometimes having an additional element in your space allows you to um, enhance your meditation. Um, Also, if you find yourself as someone who kind of drifts off or check out, it can be helpful to have something else in your space. I'm also bringing the chakra candle to my space. And if you take a look at this graphic, you will see those are chakra stones. The chakra, I could tell you so much about it, but for the sake of this meditation, know that each color means something different to your body. Each color moves you in a different way, gives you energy or lack thereof in a different way. Each of these, if they are charged and whole and healthy, they allow you to be in line with your being and with yourself. So, as we move into this meditation, I'm going to say a phrase that helps balance the particular chakra. Mindful that when you look at chakras and work with chakras, you start with the bottom, which is your root, your grounding, and you move from your root chakra to the very top, which is this purplish color. You move to your crown. So that is how we're going to um, get grounded in this moment. I want to encourage you to either look at the colors on the graphic or check out the colors here if you can see them. If you can see them. So when we start with the chakra, the red chakra, some things you can tell yourself if you feel like you are not grounded is you can tell yourself, I am. Say that with me. I am. When you say I am, it gives you grace to know that you can be whatever you desire. You are everything that you can do and be with the gifts that you have already been given, the wisdom you have already learned from experiences. And you can enhance that in learning and exploring to be even more of your best self. Red chakra, think of red, I am. As we move into the orange color, we're moving up. I feel at this moment, do a body check in from your feet to your head. What do you feel right now? What do you feel in this moment? In your mind, mindful that all things are connected and things affect how we show up. In your mind, what do you feel is going on at this moment? What do you feel? And in energy and in spirit, what do you feel is going to happen bigger than you can imagine? So we've began with the root chakra and we've moved to the sacral chakra, and the yellow is our solar plexus, and it reminds us of how we do. So look at that yellow color. I am wrapping myself in this scarf. I remembered I wanted to bring this into the space. One of my dear sisters, um, which moved into our next realm, gave me this, and it reminds me of pride. And she gave it to me because of the rainbow. So that is my beautiful sister, whom I miss so much, Reverend Dr. Rhonda Ray. As we look in then the yellow, and it reminded me of her. It was just right on time. What do we do? I do. What do you do? What do I do? As I'm living in this world and moving about space, listening and being, knowing that I am and I feel, what do I do? What do I do? And then the next chakra is going to be green, your heart chakra. What do you love? How do you love? How do you receive love? And in its simplest form, as you think about the color green and the color here in this stone and anything green you can imagine, say, I love. And when you say I love, what is love to you? What does that love look like? What does that love feel like? How do you know you love it? You love what you love. And as we moving up into our throat chakra, I speak. I speak. If this chakra is blocked for you, you will not be saying much. You will be uncomfortable expressing what you feel and be and think with your voice. If this chakra is open too much, you may be saying things that are harmful or not wise. So, as we think of this chakra and we think of this throat chakra and we say, I speak, imagine how you can speak life, life into yourself, life unto others, life in the community or communities that you are a part of. How can you speak life into this world? How can you speak life into this world? And if you hear something that is not life giving or loving or hopeful, how do you use your voice to reflect those things and bring hope and peace and optimism with who you are into this world? Hmm. The next chakra, as we move up, is going to be here, which represents that blue color you see. It is your third eye. And actually, it's a purplish color. It's more of a purplish color if you were looking at certain charts. It's your third eye, the purplish color. And sometimes you can see things that the natural eye are not able to see. And you're able to be in tune with all your senses and listening and feeling and knowing and speaking. And when you think about this third eye, you say, I see, I see. What do you see right now? What do you see that people aren't talking about, but you see it? What do you see around you that can use adjusting, that only you know needs to happen? What do you see? What do you see that is scary? That reminds you that you may have to take a leap. You may have to move outside of your comfort zone. You may have to learn a new thing. What do you see? And then there's the crown chakra, usually with the clear stone, but some people use a purple stone. This is I know. Say, I know. Sometimes you just know what you know, what you know. And you know it because Source has given you that info. You know because you've had some experiences that showed you. You know because your body is giving you the response that tells you what's happening or what is going on. You know because you are in sync with your senses. You're listening, you're moving, you're being, you're grounded, you're connected. In order to know, you have to be connected, connected in mind, connected in body, connected in spirit, connected with yourself, connected with community and others, connected with the divine of your understanding, the source that you believe give you life, the spirit that reminds us that we are here to be and do some wonderful and powerful and beautiful things. So as we bring all of that into this moment, beginning with the root chakra, the red, repeat after me, say, I am. And then we move into the sacral chakra and we're saying, I feel. And we're moving up to the yellow, the solar plexus, and we say, I do. And then put your hand on your heart and say, I love. And slide your hand from your heart to your throat and say, I speak. And from your throat to your third eye, I see. I see. And to the crown, I know. All of these work together to help you stay balanced and get balanced and stay in tune with your energy and how you move and live and be in this world. For those who are just joining, welcome to the Contemplative Meditation Rainbow Edition in honor and celebration of Pride Month. Welcome. We began with the colors of the chakra, mindful that each of these have a place that help you navigate who you are and live in this world. For those of you who are just joining and would like to have the writing prompt of the day or the meditative prompt to reflect on, it is who or what defines the contents of my life. Who or what defines the contents of my life? We're going to now take a moment of silence. I will play the singing bowl, and then we will embrace a moment of silence. We will now embrace a moment of silence. Use this to gather yourself, and as the sound dissolve, that will be your moment to embrace a moment of silence. I wanted to embrace a moment of silence just in case something showed up for you as we move through the chakras. Know that you are never alone. There is always someone available to chat with you. There's always someone watching you, whether you can see them or not. Our angels and our ancestors and those that guide us are with us every step of the way. And sometimes all we have to do is say, I need you. So if something showed up for you after we completed the chakra meditation, I want you to know that you are not alone and there are people that are waiting to talk with you. As we continue the meditation, in which I call rainbow meditation and light and spirit of our Pride Month, this is also our radical inclusive quarter, where Holy Ground want to remind each of you that we are intentional about the space we create and welcome. No matter who you are, what you look like, who you love, how you love, no matter what record you may have, or you are welcome in this space. This is a space for you. This is a holy space, a sacred space, a spiritual space. And as you move in this month, mindful that you are seeing many rainbows, know that there's always someone looking for community. Whether you see their smiling face or see them from from behind, see their back, know that in order for us to live and love and be healthy in this world and in community, we must acknowledge that each of us belong. Each of us belong in this space. We belong. And if you ever get to a place where you feel like this is your world and people who do not look like you, love like you, live like you, laugh like you, celebrate like you, are not a part of it, it's going to be important to get grounded, knowing that the rainbow for me is one of the most beautiful things I've seen in this world, which means we are supposed to be, live, look, love, and express ourselves differently. So if you are having issues with embracing someone, take this moment to think about what that is. What is that about? How do you work on it? How did it come to be? It's never too late to work on radical inclusion. So we had the rainbow. We began with the rainbow of our chakras. And now I want to just share what this pride flag means, because this pride flag represents many of us. When we look at the black and the brown that they've added to this flag, it lets us know that all of us, all shades of us, are welcome into the LGBTQ plus community. When you see the circle, the purple circle, it reminds us all of our siblings who are born intersex are also included in this LGBTQ plus community. Sometimes it's important for us to acknowledge that while people say LGBTQ, there's many beyond what we say and what we hear. And also mindful that people, some do not want to be labeled as anything. So this flag was created to let anybody know if they love or live or express themselves differently than what this world would say is traditional or the norms, that you are included into this space. So when you look at the black, it represents diversity. The brown represents inclusivity. The red represents life. The yellow represents healing. The green represents nature. The blue represents harmony. The purple represents spirit. If one of those colors are pulling you or drawing you in, or if you are in tune with one of those colors and that color is constantly on your mind, I want to encourage you to study that color, to eat foods, or to create community around that color, to wear that color, to know that that color is doing something special for you and to you and through you. Part of being aligned and in tune with ourselves and our spirituality is listening and feeling and doing when we know something is pulling us in a certain way. It's not by any circumstance or nothing conspicuous when we feel ourselves being moved or drawn to a certain thing. So while you may or may not be a part of the LGBTQ plus community, know that everything on this flag and what it represents allows you and creates space for you to also be open in your life, knowing that the divine of your understanding source that created us, the energy that moves through each of us is different on purpose and for reason. So we move into the rainbow. We started with the colors of the chakra, and then we moved to the colors of the pride flag. And now we are with the rainbow. What does this rainbow feel like to you? What do you see when you look into the rainbow? What do you feel whenever you see one? Whenever you see rainbow things? Whenever you see people that look like the rainbow? Whenever you are in space where there are different languages, because that too represents color and diversity. For those of you who are writing, just wanted to give the question again: who or what defines the contents of my life? And for those of you who are ready to meditate on the colors and the meanings and the values that have been shared throughout this meditation, we bring it full circle. As you think about how you are grounded and how you live and how you love and how you are able to be, as you are in tune with colors and how they make you feel and how you reflect when you see them or when you eat the rainbow, now is the time to think about who or what defines you, who or what defines the contents of your life. Mindful that you are in charge. You are in control of your own happiness. No one can love you like you can. No one can give you what you need because not everybody are mind readers. And as we celebrate Pride, let's also know that this is a pride for people who are in the closet, people who are out of the closet, people who are still journeying about who they are and who they love and how they want to express themselves in gender, in orientation of relationship and sexuality. So be gentle when you see people this month. Be gentle with businesses who are still navigating what it looks like to serve everyone, knowing that each of us are on our own journey, moving at the pace that is comfortable and welcoming for us. who or what define the contents of your life. Write it down. Text it to yourself. Reflect on that throughout this week, remembering that you are responsible for how you live and how you love yourself, how you love others, and how you show up in the essence or the being of who you are, living out your purpose or your vocation, being the best you that you can be with the gifts you already have and the will and the effort to embrace all of that and bring your experiences to share that love and that light and that life and that energy and that spirit in this world. If you are looking for a spiritual home, a virtual faith community, I will be honored to be your virtual pastor, your spiritual director. We are in the middle of doing some new things, so we would love for you to join us. So this can be a place where you can express your color, express your gifts, share your talents, bring your part of the rainbow into Holy Ground Spiritual Center. Use this moment to continue to reflect. It has been wonderful to be here and guide us through this rainbow meditation. Blessings as you move about the rest of your day.